Apple quit the AI race this week. The two new bosses? Both chip people. Here's why that's smart and what it cost you. Sam Altman said it out loud. ChatGPT Pro loses cash at $200 a month, even on the top plan. The cloud math is broken. Labs are quietly cutting your caps to bleed less. By the end of this video, you'll see why your AI ceiling is about to drop and the one move that lifts it. Stick with me. 5 things in the next 10 minutes. 1 is about Apple. 4 hit the AI world under the hood. Hit subscribe for the daily AI breakdown. Look where the heaviest AI buyers are quietly running. Lawyers, tax shops, therapists. They're stacking retail Mac Minis on a back shelf. The closet talks only to the office network. Cloud AI is off the table. Privilege rules, health rules, money rules. So the most rule-bound buyers in the country are building the local AI Apple hasn't even shipped. From a Best Buy receipt. The new CEO ran the Mac switch from Intel chips to Apple chips, the cleanest chip swap any consumer brand has pulled off. His number 2 has run chip work for 10 years. He just got a fresh title. Chief Hardware Officer. 2 chip people at the top. 0 software bosses. 0 AI bosses. The board didn't pick the safe path. The board picked a new game. Apple's worked as one shared shop for 15 years. No phone team, no watch team. 4 big cruise chips, code, services, design, sit at one table, fight, then ship. That's how the iPhone stays clean. It's also why you trail the labs by a year on AI. The big labs drop a fresh model every quarter, sometimes every month. AI isn't a fit-the-pieces product. It's a speed race. Apple's chart can't run at speed. The board had 2 doors. Door 1, pick a code boss, push the org to ship at lab speed, break the talk it out style. Door 2, admit this isn't our race, and pick a race we can win. They walked through door 2. The pick says, out loud, that Apple can't win the speed race in AI. They're betting the next 10 years on a new track. The math is wild. A strong model on a real user costs more than the plan brings in. 3 things hide that gap. Investor cash pays the loss. Chip supply keeps growing. Token prices keep falling. All 3 are getting shaky. Power and chip fab caps are real. Models get hungrier. Tokens get cheaper. Hunger wins. The math isn't getting better, it's getting worse. If nothing changes, the world ends up 2-class. Big firms sign 8-figure deals and grab the real AI. Long context. Agents that run for days, locked-in chips. Everybody else gets metered, capped, throttled. You can see it now. Every cap they've tightened in the last few months is the math talking. The labs aren't greedy, they're choosing to lose less. That choice becomes your ceiling. If you're Apple, that curve is a 10-year problem. The iPhone is its software. Its software needs AI to keep working. You can't build a 10-year story on someone else's loss. Not with the customer squeeze baked in, Apple needs a new path. There's only one path left. Apple's run this play before. 50 years back, computing was a rented thing. You paid by the hour, on someone else's box. Only big firms could afford the meter. The Apple II didn't out-muscle the mainframe. It moved a useful slice of brain into a box that lived on your desk. Once you owned the box, more use was free. VisiCalc didn't exist on a rented machine. Same brand, same trick. 50 years later, local runs at a flat cost, the chip you bought once. 1,000 queries cost what one costs, it's wattage. Cloud runs at a moving cost. Someone gets billed each time you ask. Today, the labs eat that loss. Tomorrow, it lands on you. Apple Silicon is the way around the meter. It's why M-series Mac Minis are sold out right now. Lawyers, doctors, bookkeepers, tax pros, money advisors, therapists, any job with a hard secrecy bar. They watch their rivals pull ahead with cloud AI. They can't follow. Public cloud against client work is a lawsuit waiting. So they buy retail Mac Minis. They hire someone they know. They tune an open weights model, and they pray it holds. Apple's private cloud is real, but hiding where the data sits won't fly with a watchdog. The data must stay in the building. Apple chips have no rack form factor, no cluster tool. No admin gear for IT, no on-prem login, no HIPAA forms, no safe model store. A US services market worth trillions wants AI that stays in the office. They know it, they're trying to buy it. B-roll, shop owner shrugging at empty shelf. 4.5s, nobody is selling it clean. The gap is huge, someone fills it. Apple ships the rack stack on its own. Or a startup wraps Apple chips in the layer Apple won't build. Like the third-party shops that wrapped IBM gear ages back. The window is open right now. 2 more years before Apple closes it or rivals close from below. This lands 3 ways. If you run a team, ask if your premise is the problem. If you ship product, ask what kind of product makes sense now. If you live inside AI all day, ask what habits you should drop. 3 doors. Pick yours. The right door depends on where you sit. Leaders, when you're losing a race you're set up to lose, the move isn't to grind harder. The move is to change the game. Most boards keep pouring more cash into the race they can't win. Apple did the opposite. They picked a new race. If your team is failing at AI today, ask one thing. Is it a talent gap or is it a premise gap? If the premise is wrong, don't patch it. Replace it. Builders don't wrap GPT into another app. Build the kind of product that only works when AI is free. Background agents that run all day. Tools fired off 5,000 times an hour. Reading a user's whole life without sweating context windows. None of that pencils on a cloud meter. All of it pencils on the chip your user already paid for. The rule-bound small firm market is a startup thesis you can ship right now. Power users, your ceiling is about to stop being your plan. It starts being your skill. Every token-saving habit is a cloud habit. Short context. 1 agent at a time, never letting the model read big docs. That mindset will hold you back on a local box. The thing is, your data is scattered across a dozen apps. Pull your notes, calendar, code, and chats into one folder. The folks who already did that work had a wild year on agent jobs. But here's the most important shift. The ceiling is moving from your wallet to your taste. Next on the channel, which open-weights models actually run real work on a stock M-series chip, and which ones fall apart under load. Stay close. If this story holds Apple's bet, the broken cloud math, the buyer Apple hasn't served what you carry around might quietly decide who wins AI. Drop a comment with your lane. Local, cloud, or undecided. Subscribe for the next breakdown the day it lands.